My name is Laurel McReynolds, and I'm a registered nurse, and I'm the director of nursing at the Dialysis Center of Lincoln.
All right, so for our first question, what originally attracted you to this career?
Oh, golly, you're asking me to go back so many years here. I had an aunt in Illinois that was a nurse and an uncle that was a doctor. And my dad was kind of a frustrated veterinarian because he saved every animal that he could out there on the farm. But I remember when I was a kid, the dolls back then usually had like a rag body, with just like a ceramic head or whatever. And I used to, I remember one time cutting that doll because I was pretending like she had appendicitis and having to take the doll to my mom and say, you got to sew her back up. So I've always been, interested in the healthcare. So when I graduated from high school, back then it was like you had about 4 different options. Number 1, you could marry your high school sweetheart, which I didn't have. You could become a secretary, a teacher, or a nurse, and that was kind of basic route, for careers for women back then. And my mother was a teacher, and I took the nursing route, which I ended up teaching at a school of nursing, but so still doing both.
All right, so for the second question, when did you know that this is what you were going to end up kind of doing, like when you're going through your schooling, if you ever had any doubts?
I knew that this is what I was going to be doing when I finally got accepted to a school of nursing. Got that acceptance letter back.
Yeah, I'm sure it was
that
tough.
That was from Clarkson in Omaha.
All right.
And then I thought, oh, it's official. I'm going to do this.
Did you have to apply to many different places? Because it was probably pretty tough back then.
It was. I tried Bryan, but their classes were closed at that time. I mean, they were full. Their enrollment was full. So I decided to go to Wesleyan. So I went to Nebraska Wesleyan for a couple of years. And during that time, Clarkson Hospital had closed their School of Nursing. And they closed it for 5 years because they were building a new hospital, which is where the present hospital is, there at 44th and Farn. And then they built a School of Nursing. So after 2 years at Wesleyan, it just so happened that Clarkson was just opening up their new School of Nursing. And so that's where I applied. So I really only applied one place.
All right. So what was the hardest aspect for you of your college experience?
Studying.
Yeah, that's always a big one.
Studying and keeping focus.
All right.
I still have problems with that.
What would you say is your favorite, or you feel is the best part of your job that you have today?
Imparting information, the teaching part. I like to do that, and I like the administrative part. Since I'm in administration now, I like that a lot.
Do you think it's got harder or easier for you to teach others kind of as you've gone along in your career?
It's really always been easy. I taught at Clarkson School of Nursing for a while, but teaching has always been something that's just kind of been there. It's kind of a forte of mine.
All right. What do you think is your least favorite or kind of the worst part of your job that you have today?
Having to fire people.
All right.
It's fun to hire them, but it's hard. It's not pleasant to have to fire.
And then finally, if you could go back and change anything about your career, your college experience, would you, and why?
Yeah, I would. I'd go into something different and not be a nurse. Not that I don't like nursing, but if I had to do it over again, I've had this experience, I'd want to experience something else. Not sure what that would be, but ask me the question again. What was that?
If you could go back and change it, like your career decision or anything about your college experience, like your field of study.
Actually, I probably wouldn't change anything, but like if I had to do it over again, I might try a different avenue because I always like to learn and to grow and to do different things. I have a list this long. I'll never live long enough to do everything that's on that list.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for donating time. I know you're really busy and probably a lot on your schedule, so thank you.
Well, thank you.